Cult of the Lamp is a roguelite dungeon crawler combined with a colony sim. After being executed, a mysterious entity offers to bring you back to life, under one condition. You have to start a cult in his name and slay the ones who killed you and shackled him. When I first went into this, I was expecting an action-packed roguelite with some light management elements in between runs. But I quickly learned that leading a cult leaves little time for adventures, at least in the first few hours. Followers need food, shelter, and a clean environment to stay happy, healthy, and faithful. In return, they will do whatever you tell them to. Well, at least eventually. While it does sound like a great idea to assign all the hard work to your followers from the start, you will need to do quite a lot of gathering, gardening, and poop scooping yourself, until you unlock buildings that allow you to delegate these unwanted tasks. Whenever the cult members worship your idol, they generate devotion that you can use to unlock useful structures like a mine, healing bay, janitor station, or silo. However, since all good cults need an inspiring leader, the most important thing to build is the shrine. From there, you can preach daily sermons to keep your followers' faith high, perform rituals, and declare new doctrines. If there's one thing I've learned from this game, it's that I would make a fantastic cult leader. While less noble lambs might keep their recruits on a strict grass diet, force them to work all night, put dissenters in jail, and eventually sacrifice them, my followers enjoyed a life full of tasty food, inspiring sermons, and plenty of sleep. And when their time had come, they even got a proper burial and were mourned each and every day. I love that Cult of the Lamp lets you be as good or as evil as you want. Although I do have to admit that the evil options are a lot more tempting. Not because I like the idea of killing my adorable fluffy followers, but because it can be quite efficient. If you choose to do so, you can teach your followers that sacrifices are the best thing in the world. So instead of keeping elders around who are too weak to work or pray, you can grant them the honor of being sacrificed, which will also strengthen the faith of your flock. And this isn't even the most gruesome thing you can do. In order to declare new doctrine, you need 3 commandment stones. To gain one, you have to increase a follower's loyalty until they level up, by giving them gifts, completing one of their quests, or inspiring them individually. Unfortunately though, these interactions do become quite tedious after a while. Running up to 5, 10, 20 followers each and every day, repeating the same action over and over again just isn't fun. But it's really important to have loyal followers, because they do not just grant you stones, but also make you stronger on your crusades. The higher the level, the more devoted they are during sermons, the more points you gain to upgrade weapons and abilities for your runs. In the roguelite part of the game, there are 4 unique regions to explore, each with 3 mini-bosses and a main boss, which means 16 procedurally generated levels overall. At the beginning of each run, you'll get a random melee weapon and a spell, which greatly vary in quality. There are slow and fast weapons that might carry attributes like poison, healing, or crit damage, and every now and then you can swap them out. But they lack variety, which made each run feel kinda samey. Overall, the combat just isn't very deep. You can slightly influence a run by choosing tarot cards which grant buffs like extra health or damage boosts. And you can unlock a few outfits which come with more impactful benefits and penalties. My favorite one was the Golden Fleece, which doubles the damage you take and increases your damage output after each kill until you get hit. In one of the updates it got nerfed though, so there goes your chance to one-hit bosses, which was funny but admittedly a bit overpowered. Even though I'm being critical here, I did have fun with the combat, just not as much as I expected. Maybe I'm a little biased though, because I started playing Hades this year, and compared to the big names of the genre, Cult does lack variety and replayability. While it is possible to revisit levels and face stronger enemies, there is no reason to do so once you've beaten the game after 13 to 20 hours. But the devs are working on free endgame content, so this might change with future updates. I think what makes Cult of the Lamp stand out the most is the great synergy between the 2 genres. It's so satisfying to see a cult evolve with the help of the food, building materials, blueprints, and new followers you gain on Run. And after a day full of sermons, rituals, and base building, it's fun to hop into a dungeon with a newly acquired weapon type. It's all interconnected, very well balanced, and offers a nice change of pace. There are also some extra locations where you can find some quests and shops, go fishing, or play a game of dice. Another thing the game has going for it is of course the amazing visual design. I never got tired of the colorful environments and cute characters, and I love the distinct contrast between the look and the theme of the game. If the mix of roguelite and colony sim sounds interesting to you and you don't mind the lack of variety and replayability, Code of the Lamb offers a unique experience that, depending on your choices, can be anywhere from weirdly wholesome to downright disturbing. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and let me know what you think of this game in the comments below.